Now that we have everything set up properly, we can begin the pull on this rail. While we make the pull, we'll want to pay close attention to how the parts are moving. Are they moving as expected? If not, we'll want to stop and consider a different approach to our setup. We'll also want to pay attention to how much force is being applied to the rail. This can be done by monitoring our pressure gauge and listening to the cadence of the hydraulic pump. Before releasing the tension, we need to apply stress relief to the damaged area to release the internal stress in the metal. This can be done using a hammer and a wooden block. When striking the wooden block with the hammer, it creates a spring-like effect. The vibrations made during stress relieving can cause clamps and chains to loosen. So it's important to pay attention to these areas during the stress relieving process. We've made our pull, and it looks like this clamp would be more effective if we moved it inward, allowing us to get a better grip on the plate. Before moving our clamp, we'll release the tension from the pulling tower. First, we'll move the clamp. Since we've gained a lot of length, we'll also tighten the chain. Before we do any more pulls, let's take some measurements and see where our progress is. After the initial pulls, point 11 is only 2 millimeters short, 1 millimeter wide, and the height is right on. Point 6 is still 4 millimeters back, but the width and height are within 1 millimeter. We're going to also start to monitor point 4. Even though it's ahead of the sectioning location, bringing it close to specifications will help ensure this area is correctly located and shaped. Measuring shows that the length, width, and height for point 4 are still out of specification. We should be able to correct this with our next pull. It looks like the last pull didn't give us the length that we were looking for. So let's change our clamp setup by adding another clamp here and make another pull. Now let's take some final measurements to determine if the rail is in proper position before we section it. Now that we're confident that all the measurements are correct, the front portion of this rail will be replaced by sectioning.